those of you who played Overwatch, which is probably not a bunch of you, but still some, sorry, you probably know that it's a really addicting and fun game. And even though it's a first-person shooter, which most first-person shooters are kind of grim and non-forgetting, this one's actually really colorful and brings in the, hey, why don't you come back and play tomorrow kind of thing. And that's basically what has been happening with me. For about a whole week, I've went into the PlayStation 4 room. I've been playing the PS4, playing Overwatch, and I have to say, it's a really addicting game. Okay, and right now I'm going to show you my top 5 Overwatch characters that I like using, and also my top 5 Overwatch characters that I don't like using. Yeah. Anyways, starting off with the good characters that I like using, starting off with number 5 for top 5 best characters is gonna have to be Reinhardt. I mean, I've used him a bunch, but really the only good time to use him is usually if there's a bunch of people in the way, or if you want to spawn kill someone just right at the door and then boom, just get them. Okay, and Reinhardt is actually a German soldier, not like Nazi character. He's not like yeah. I don't know what the hell that was supposed to be, but he's like a knight basically, and he wields like a club axe thing. I don't remember what it was, but he can bludgeon you with it. It's like a club or something. Yeah. Oh, it's a hammer. So he'll bludgeon you with your hammer, and that's actually pretty devastating. I've actually gotten a play of the game thing just because I got nano boosted and Earth shook the people that I was going against. Yeah. Anyways, number 4. Number 4, the 4 best characters that I use. So number 4, I'll have to go and put it to Widowmaker, because Widowmaker is actually an interesting character who has a gun that is a machine gun, just and is also a sniper rifle. And that's handy in a bunch of situations, because in a bunch of situations you'll be like, oh no, this guy's gonna kill me. Oi, don't worry, I have a sniper rifle. Boom! And then I'll be like, oh no, close range combat. Oh no, brrr. And one of the abilities that she has is a grappling hook, which is actually pretty good to get out of situations, and also really good to get to some heights so that way you can snipe people. And her second ability is actually a poison trap, which will be triggered and will damage the enemy in time, which I can never get to use. Yeah. And now, number 3 of the favorite characters to use in Overwatch for me is... Number 3 is Mercy. Now, Mercy is kind of like Reinhardt. She's German, but she's like an angel. And I actually don't know if she's human or not. But anyways, what she'll do is she has like a healing rod that she'll use to heal you. And she'll use that to either heal you or power you up. Okay? Now, I've played as Mercy a bunch, and I can tell you, it is really fun. Because one time, I was just playing the game, and there was this one Bastion, and I was the one powering him up and healing him. Which is actually kind of funny. But anyways, that's basically the only 2 things that she can do. The other ability that she can do is just fly to you, which is called the ally thing. I don't remember what it was called, like winged helper or something. I don't know, but she isn't just a healer. She also has a little pistol that she can use, which I barely even use because she's mostly a healer. But yeah, that's basically it for Mercy. Anyways, and now for number 2 of the heroes that I use the most is... For number 2, I have to give this one to Hanzo, because Hanzo is me. He's an archer. He can use dragon spirits, things, walk up to... But basically, he's just a sniper, but with a bow. And he has 2 abilities that consult the bow. One that's like a split arrow ability that'll split the arrows and make them go haywire. And then one that's basically just a detector to show where some enemies are, which is actually pretty neat. Okay, but Hanzo actually has a brother named Genji, who is a ninja at best, and is part cyborg. It's weird. It's really weird plot line. Yeah. Anyways, number 1 is... And now, number 1 of the most favorite characters by Game Wizard 123 is Junkrat. Now, you might be thinking, wait, Junkrat? And you might be thinking, that kind of sounds like a weird thing. And it is kind of weird, because Junkrat is a demolitionist expert from Australia. Not being... Anyways. And he actually has a pretty cool set of abilities. He has a mine that'll blast enemies away if they have a bunch of health, or will just blow them up. And he has a trap, like an iron trap like thing, which he can use to trap his enemies. And you can combo both the mine and the trap, so that way if they step on the trap, you can just click the button and then boom. But his main weapon at best is a grenade launcher that shoots out spherical bombs. Okay? And his ultimate, I haven't been mentioning ultimates really, but his ultimate, his super ability, is he has a tire on his back. He takes it off, he uses a chain, cranks it up, has it go, it's remote controlled for some reason, and he can have it blow up, which can be devastating to teams. Because you could get a team kill easily if they were all together, and then a tire comes in, boo! I mean, you can destroy the tire before it gets to you, but really it's still devastating. Anyways, on to the top 5 worst ones that I don't use that much. Anyways, number 5 goes to Torbjorn. Now, the thing is with Torbjorn, he's like a dwarf. He's Swedish. He's like an engineer. Anyways, what he does is he can make turrets and he can make disposable armor packs. That's basically it. I mean, his gun is like a magma shotgun pistol thing, which is really weird. I mean, his super ability just like powers him up, and the same with his turrets, which is, I kid you not, a core power-up ability, which is mentioned in other Blizzard games. Okay, but that's basically it for Torbjorn. I mean, I barely even play him. I should go play as him right now. Be right back. Anyways, number 4. Now, number 4, I have to give this one to Mei. I mean, I like playing as Mei, but she's actually a really hard character to use, because she's basically Chinese bootleg Elsa, who will freeze you and is actually pretty overpowered, because she can put a wall in your way. Just literal female Donald Trump. I will build a great wall. But she can also freeze herself, which regenerates health for her. But the thing is, I cannot get a hang of her. And I kid you not, she has Gru's freeze ray. But it can't only just freeze things. It can also shoot icicles. What the heck? Anyways, number 3. Now, number 3 is actually kind of a weird one, because most people like playing as this character, and that is Roadhog. Now, Roadhog, I've played as him for the first time, because I've heard good things about him, and he's actually really hard to play as, because he can shoot, because he has a scrap gun that's a shotgun at best, and it'll have a short-range spread shot, and it'll have a mid-range go and then spread shot, but his abilities are actually pretty weird. He has a health regen thing, and his health is 600. And he's in the tank factor, which is actually pretty good for him. But this little health regen, you might think, oh, it'll heal 50 health. No. It heals 300. And this is annoying, because when you're going against Roadhog, it's just really annoying and tedious when you're like, yes, I'm going to beat him. And then gas container, which is what he uses, and it heals 300 health, and you're like, no. And his other ability is a hook. A hook. Which he can use to hook his enemies, bring them closer to him, and then shoot them with his scrap gun. But if they're low on health and you grab them, they'll probably die anyways. But the hook is also irritating to use, because sometimes, when you're going against this one character named Diva, she can use this self-destruct feature as her ultimate. And if you grab her thing when it's self-destructing, then literally you're just going to blow up your whole team. Also, the hook can go through walls. What the hell, Blizzard? You made a glitchy game. It's a good game, but you need to edit that one out. Anyways, number 2. Number 2 is Winston. Now, Winston is a gorilla who's gone to space and wears glasses and uses electricity to kill people. This isn't making any sense. But what he'll do is he'll kill you with electricity, and his thing has 100 gigawatts of electricity in it, and he uses a primal jump so that way he can come at you and knock you off, and it's actually really good at sometimes, but it's also really bad at sometimes, because he might be going for this one character rah, and then they just dodge out of your way, and then you fall off the edge. That is very annoying to deal with. And his ultimate is actually pretty weird, because it's called Primal Rage. And he'll literally go red and start punching everything like, I don't know, a boxer. I don't have anything good for that. But he'll go and punch things and lunge, and that is devastating at best if he's going against you. But if you're playing as him, you could easily you could fall off the map, which is annoying. And now for number 1, most annoying. Now, number 1 is the face of Overwatch. And that would be Tracer. Now, Tracer is the face of Overwatch. This is Tracer. Okay? Now, her origin story is that she was in a teleporting plane thing, and it messed up, and and Winston had to fix her by making it so that way she had a chrono accelerator on her chest. Otherwise, she'd be phasing through things like a ghost, which is weird. But either way, she has two pistols which are really fast and don't do that much damage if they're far away, but if they're really close, they do a bunch of damage. And she can blink. Like, see this pen? Okay, she can go really fast. And the first thing is, she can go 3 times and then revamp back. And those are both of her abilities. And I kid you not, if you go back, you regen health. But the thing is, you don't regen those blinks. Because it's basically going back in time, which should give you back those blinks, but it doesn't. Which is very tedious. But even at sometimes you could get some good things off of her, she's really tedious to go against and even use. I mean, I'd be playing as her and I would just be blinking around and I'd be headshot by a sniper, or I'd be killed by some other character. And her ultimate, her super ability, is throwing a pulse bomb. Is throwing a pulse bomb. Okay? And it'll pulse for about a few seconds and then blow up. But here's the thing. Genji can deflect that and make it hostile to the player's team and himself. But the thing is, you can stick it to players, you can stick it to the wall, and you can do other things like that. It's basically like a Junkrat's mine, except it blows up in like 3 seconds. You don't get to detonate it. But you don't get to detonate it. Like, it just stands there 3 seconds, boom. Okay, and if no one's there and you launch it, then you just wasted your ultimate. And here's the thing, people can grab you like Roadhog. He can use his hook, grab you, pull you in, and then you'd still die. Anyways, that's it for this video, guys. Press here to see my last video, which was off of Pokemon Sun and Moon tips. And click here to see my recent gaming video, which was the manliest scream ever. And I kid you not, I had to slow this down just so that way it wouldn't hurt anyone's ears. And it was still loud. Also, click my face if you want to subscribe. Okay? I'll see you next time. Keep on gaming and keep on going on your adventures. Bye-bye.